Hey YouTube, it's Jim Manson here, and I'm going to do a DVD review. I haven't done one of these in a while. I don't think I've even uploaded anything in January. Been a little lazy. Got a couple of DVDs to review, so Jake the Snake, Pick Your Poison, Collector's Edition, 2-disc Collector's Edition. I guess the non-Collector's Edition only has 1 disc, and this one comes with a special book thing. And it has little samples of Superstar Billy Graham, Tangled Ropes, It's Good to Be King, ... sometimes. And Listen Up, You Pencil Neck Geeks, Classy Freddy Blassie. Like some of the books that wrestlers wrote, I guess. There's a cover. Jake the Snake. I'm pretty sure that's Damien. Where get Jake the Snake, Pick Your Poison reveals the story behind the legend. Get insights into the man who instilled horror into the hearts and minds of Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Ricky Steamboat, Ultimate Warrior, and others as he battled in some of the biggest matches of the 1980s and 90s. Hear what it was like to carry a live 70-pound snake. Go behind the scenes and learn about how the controversial battles with Jerry King Lawler. Listen as he revisits family tragedies, drug addictions, and the personal demons that diverted his remarkable career. As master storyteller, Jake chronicles his amazing creative highlights and unimaginable lowlights, and plus 4 hours of extras, including 10 complete matches. Him fighting Ricky the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, Snake Pit match, the big event, 8/28/86 against Honky Tonk Man, WrestleMania 3/29/87 against Ravishing Rick Rude in a Rude Awakening and DDT match, MSG 10/24/88 versus Sting, Coal Miners Glove match, Halloween Havoc 10/25/92 versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, King of the Ring Final 6/23/96 versus Jerry the King Lawler, SummerSlam 96, 8/18/96. Hey, that's my birthday, but except 2 years before I was born. The Snake Pit moments with Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog, classic interviews and promos with Vince McMahon, Brother Love, Mean Gene Okerlund, and more. Oh, there's the first disc. And the second disc. Open this up. There's the back, him with the snake. Thief of Dreams, growing up, like when he was a kid. Talks about his dad, and that his dad was dating his grandma, and he raped like his grandma's daughter or something. It's confusing how it happened, but then getting into wrestling, and then early wrestling in the Mid-Atlantic, like I think it was NWA, then DDT, then Georgia Championship Wrestling, and then back in the Mid-South, or Mid-South again, WWE. Talks about Ricky Steamboat, like how he told him to DDT him onto the concrete floor, and Jake said that could kill a man, he didn't want to, and they told him to do it anyways. Ended up like Ricky Dragon Steamboat getting concussion. The Snake Pit, Honky Tonk Man, 80s star, talks about him being a star in the 80s. The $1 Million Man, Rick Rude, drugs, talks about his drug addictions and stuff. These are mostly one-sided. It's mostly similar to what I'm watching right now, the Bret Hart, how it's just only asking him, and there's not really other people talking about it. Earthquake, Damien and Lucifer, the snakes that he had. Ultimate Warrior, Wedding Reception, Darkness, when he like put out the snake and it like he was at Macho Man's wedding and the snake came out. Then Jake rules Cobra, alcohol, and drugs. I don't remember what that was. When he left WCW, when he went to WWE, when he came back to WWE and was all into religion, and then Austin 316 because he was making fun of him. He was like, John 316, well now it's Austin 316. And then Jerry the King Lawler, him fighting. And he was making fun of him, and spitting whiskey on him and stuff. He was like, couldn't they just put tea in there? But it was actually whiskey, and it was burning his eyes and stuff. And then he leaves WWE for the second time. And then he's on the documentary movie thing, Beyond the Mat, and the guy said that he wasn't going to wrestle us, and they gave him cocaine, and they said after that he saw Jake and he went on the road with him. Then he ended up like saying like he found Jake at a hotel doing cocaine or something. Then him in ECW and him in England and back in more trouble. I don't remember what those was. Then he came back on Raw and then ended up losing to Randy Orton because he got hit with an RKO or something. Then the extras, the matches, I already said those. Snake bites, some of the interviews, relationships with children, how he always liked children because children were, I don't know, couldn't turn on him or something. How he became the Snake, working with Dynamite Kid, him living with Legion of Doom, and they both, Hawk and him both had their problems. Steamboat saved my life. I don't remember what that was. Meeting Dick Ebersol. They're talking about him say something to the NBC guy, Grizzly Smith. That was his dad. He was talking about his dad was a wrestler and stuff. And then Hogan and Jake feud. And more matches. I don't really want to say all these, but I guess I will since I still have about another 7 minutes. Him and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or Ricky Steamboat versus Jim Nelson and Mike Miller. These had okay matches. I'm surprised that he never got to. I don't think he ever held a belt in WWE. He didn't really get much success, but he had a lot of success in the 80s, but he really never got into the title spot. He fought Ronnie Garvin, Leaping Lanny Poffo, Macho Man's unpopular brother, Sting. Oh, after Jake, Robert attacks Macho Man Ray Savage with a Cobra. The Cobra attacks Macho Man and it bit him. And then the Coal Miners glove match. That was just dumb. And the Snake, he had a snake out. And Sting punched him, and the snake ended up biting Jake's face. Dirty White Boy, Smoky Mountain Heavyweight Championship match. That was TL Hopper, something like that. Stone Cold Steve Austin in the finals. So run in during the Tommy Dreamer and Jerry the King Lawler match. In the Hardcore Heaven, he came out and did a DDT on Tommy Dreamer. And then Tommy Dreamer and Jake the Snake versus Just Incredible and Jack Victory in November to Remember, 1998. Vince interviews Jake the Snake Robert on TNT, Tuesday Night Titans in 1986. Rashing Ritz Root hits on Cheryl Roberts, his wife. He's like, hello, ladies, and who wants to get in the ring? Or something like that. And then she said, no. She kept saying no, and she was like, don't be shy. She's like, my husband's here. And they was like, who's your husband? And she was like, Jake the Snake Roberts. And then she went to smack him. She caught her hand and like twisted her wrist. And then Jake the Snake came out there and started fighting. And then Brother Love interviews Jake the Snake Roberts. And Mean Gene Okerlund interviews Jake the Snake Roberts. Promo about threatening DiBiase with snakes. Fighting with Brother Love. Interview in the barbershop. Ultimate Warrior casket vignette, Ultimate Warrior symmetry vignette, Ultimate Warrior snake filled room vignette, Mean Gene Okerlund interviews Jake the Snake Roberts. Snake Pit with Kamala the Wizard and Kimchi. Snake Pit with Junkyard Dog. Snake Pit with Hulk Hogan. This DVD was pretty good. The documentary was, I'd say, really good. I don't really like watching matches when I like just watching the documentaries, and I don't really pay attention during the matches that much, but he had some good matches, and except that he never really got title shots and all that stuff. He was normally just came out there sort of a mid-card. He wasn't really a main eventer during that time. It was Hulk Hogan and Andre when he was big, and King Kong Bundy and some other people. Roddy Piper, even though Roddy Piper never even held the belt except for like the Intercontinental belt. And the tag team belts in 2006, but overall I give this the DVD 8 out of 6. It was pretty good. The documentary and the interviews and the promos and all that, and the vignettes and all that stuff were pretty good. I haven't read the book yet because I'm reading a Wrestle Crap book. Here, get it out since I still have a little bit of time. It's in my backpack. Wrestle Crap, the very worst of pro wrestling. Yeah, but overall, I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Wasn't the best, but it was a good documentary, I can say that. But, you guys should go pick this up if you can get it for under a couple dollars, under $5. I'd say it's worth it. And, the documentary was just pretty good. Not pretty good, it was awesome, but the matches were okay. I liked the documentary, mostly. But, yeah, I sort of get bored when I watch the matches. I don't like to watch just solid wrestling for 3 hours, unless it's like a pay-per-view or something. Depends on really who it is. I don't like wrestling from the 80s that much. I think it's boring. But, yeah, I gave this an 8 out of 10, and that's about it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Bye.